What's up, Nikke players? And Dragon Traveler people too. Welcome to your physics class. Sorry we're getting kicked off a little bit late tonight. I was actually busy making a video. And I couldn't... The longest video I've ever made, possibly longest video I've ever made. Finally recorded the tier list. I really wanted to get it out before I streamed today. Unfortunately, obviously, I had the day job before I streamed and was not able to do that. But yeah, was literally just recording a video, and so I wasn't able to start streaming yet. But yeah, sorry about starting a little bit late. We do have a new survey in-game. We'll be starting off with Nikke. We'll do Dragon Traveler in the second half. We do have a brand new EX unit of Apollo over there, so that's exciting. And here in Nikke, we're just finishing up the Fatal Maid event. Of course, we're gearing up for Licorice Recoil, which I realized I was pronouncing completely wrong. Obviously, I'd never even heard of it before, but I thought it was like Lycoris. It's licorice, or at least that's how they pronounce it in the show, which apparently is a type of flower. And yeah, I've never heard of the flower either. And apparently, a lot of people have never heard of the anime either. And seems like I posted the new units that got revealed, and like 90% of them were negative. People are not interested in this, which is surprising because I don't know. I mean, actually, it's not that surprising, but I feel like, you know, like with ReZero, for instance, when it came out, people were kind of like, we don't have any like sexy waifus, or people were like, oh, it doesn't really fit Nikke. But there was still a lot of ReZero fans that were like into it. I think just because it's like a bigger property. Whereas like it feels like a ton of people have not heard of Licorice Recoil. And there's a very small group of people that are like, yes, I've been dreaming of this. I wanted it to collab with Nikke since forever. So I don't know. It's going to be interesting. I think this is like the most controversial collab that Nikke has had so far. I hope for the best for it. Even though I've never heard of it before, I've now watched 7 episodes of the first season. So I kind of know what it's like. I don't want to like judge it before I finish it, but I would say right now the show is okay. Yeah, it's okay. If people have more specific questions about like my opinions on it, I'm happy to answer them. But otherwise, I guess that's like all I'll say about that. But anyway, before we move on, let me actually check in the chat. We got Dr. Eagles, Sudden But Inevitable, Vermouth Olive, Dr. Eagles again, Togashi Jack, Vixon, what's up, and hello to the lurkers. Hey Sparks, how many more classes until the test? You'll never know when the test is. Hey, what up, commanders? Let's talk about the tier list and why Noah is top tier. Okay, so Noah is not top tier, but Noah is going to be a lot higher tier than I think most people would expect. And keep in mind, it's only a PvE tier list. Obviously, if it was considering Arena, she'd be a top tier unit. But she's actually better in PvE than some people think. So I'm just not sure, like, should I don't know when to publish the tier list now. Because tier lists, or videos in general, almost always do bad if I publish them on Friday. And tomorrow's Friday. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Hey, Dr. Eagles is a member on YouTube. Renewed his membership for 26 months. We are over 2 years. Thank you so much for the support of the channel and everything that we do here. It's great. It's great to see that. The community is why I'm here. The community is why I'm here. Let's see. Yep, you know of it as a flower. Okay, cool. You're assuming Red Hood drops down pretty low from the old tier list. Definitely dropped since the old tier list, but is also still pretty high tier. But not because of solo raid performance. You guys will see. You guys will see. I'm not uninterested. You're just uneducated about it. That's fair. That's fair. And that's a good way of looking at this collab. A lot of negativity out there. It's big in Japan, and Licorice Recoil is actually pretty fun as a show. I'm not surprised that it's big in Japan. That makes a lot of sense. Licorice Recoil is for girls. I don't know. You know what? I had this weird feeling watching it, which is part of the reason why I'm not as into it. Even though, and again, I don't think it's a bad show. It's okay. It's okay. Part of me felt like this was meant for girls. And then, I don't know, a part of me couldn't get rid of this feeling that it was meant for 40-year-old men, which is weird. And I don't know, maybe that's just me being weird. That I don't know. Am I the only one that kind of got that vibe? It's just a little something off about it that kind of feels like it should be for girls, but maybe it's not. I don't know. Let's see. We have a maid squad in Nikke, so Read Zero isn't that out of place, even though the collab wasn't the best. It's true. It's true. It's true. It fit in a niche. You're on episode 8, Jack? Okay, cool, cool. I'm one episode behind you. John Stamos is big in Japan too. Maybe the next collab will be Full House. Dude, sure. It's cute girls doing cute things and also guns. Okay, you're absolutely right. What's weird to me, and maybe part of what just feels off about the whole thing, is that like cute girls doing cute things is a genre. And that's very much a modern anime thing that didn't really exist like, 15, 20 years ago, which, okay, yeah, I'm old, whatever. But like, I don't know, the fact that that's even a thing is just kind of weird. JP loves it. The showcase tweet had almost 500,000 views in a few hours, while English had only 7K. Yeah, that checks out. Because it just feels like there's a very small audience. Like, whether the show is good or not, like, hardly anybody's heard about it over here, apparently. JBKTPI1245 says, I've heard about the series here and there, but haven't gotten into it, so it's relatively new series to me. Let's see. I'm way behind in chat. For the 26-month renewal, Dr. Yiggles said, hyped for Apollo in Dragon Traveler. Heck yeah. The best single target damage dealer, rumor has it. Jack says, it's a PvE tier list. RIP, strongest shield and service. Yes, my tier list will be PvE only, which is something different. I used to do PvE and PvP. I'm no longer considering PvE. I mean PvP. So nothing with Arena in my tier list. Let's see. Tony Story 3. I think the show was fun, but the burst animations looked kind of boring. I actually didn't see the burst animations. I was kind of busy. Haven't had a chance to see everything. Supplement Syndicate, welcome to stream. Girls and 40-year-old men, quite the demographic to market to. Yeah, exactly. It's I don't know. Just something about it feels a little sus to me, and maybe I'm like just reading into things. But like episode 3 in particular, I'm not even gonna say what it was about. If you watched it, then you'll know. But at episode 3, I was like, really? Are we doing this? That's what this episode is about? Like, okay. All right, I'm gonna grab the credits. Oh, yeah, Jack knows what I'm talking about. I saw Maid Mask getting a skin. Yeah, I heard about that too. It'll be interesting to see what kind of skin it is. Let's grab all these. You need to rewatch the anime? I mean, there's not like a ton of episodes, so it's been a pretty easy watch. And it's been interesting enough to like binge it fairly quickly. Like I said, I've only been watching it for 2 days and I've already watched 7 episodes, so Animation quality is very good. I will say that. It's not stiff. It's very dynamic. Seems well done. Got to give it praise for that. Would you be open to PvP tier in once in a while, or is it strictly PvE tier list going forward? I mean, I only do tier list like once a year. So, I mean, I don't know. I just, at this point, I don't feel like I'm tuned into PvP well enough. Now, on the video, on the tier list that I just recorded, I did make a note when I was like, hey, this unit is good in PvP. So I didn't completely ignore PvP, but it wasn't factored into their actual ranking. But for every unit, I explained a little bit about like, hey, it's good at this, and this is why I put it here kind of thing. It's a long video, guys. It's a long video. I hope you guys like it and find it interesting, because it's literal months of work went into this and hours of recording. Try meditating in the same posture. Sure, Niuta. Sure. Let's see. Sparks watching Licorice recoil like this research for my job too. Yeah, research. I was like falling asleep on the couch to it last night. All right, let's advise Velvet. Are you still upgrading Destruction Cube? I am, yeah. I've been upgrading it and the Vigor Cube lately. I know it's sudden, but what does a comrade mean to you, Master? People who always look out for each other? People who do the same work? People who always look out for each other. Obviously. Just because we do the same work doesn't mean you're a comrade. Maskin does go hard. You like more than her base. Okay, I've ignored like all this stuff. Should I look at the Twitter? I haven't had a chance to look all day. Let me see what masked skin looks like. Is it not on Twitter? Wait, where can you guys see? Is it already in the game? It's not already in the game, is it? Like if you go to the Wikipedia? Let me know where you guys see the masked skin. First season is 13 episodes. It is currently airing season 2. It's fast watch if you want. Yeah, exactly. Remember there was a point when you updated your tier list 3 or 4 units at a time. Yeah, early in the game, I made tier lists a bit more frequently because obviously, like, you know, one unit can make a big difference. You know, like if there's only like 20 units in the game, then 5 units later, that's like 25% more units, and things are dramatically different, right? But nowadays, like, you know, shifts are much more slow because each individual unit can't have as, you know, big of a proportion of change. You would say 90% of coworkers are not comrades. That's fair. What method do you typically use? I typically formulate a route only after thorough reconnaissance. Yes, gotta do a thorough reconnaissance. I knew Delta would agree with that. They showed a trailer on YouTube. Oh, okay. I have not watched the trailer on YouTube. Should I do that after I advise all our girls here? I need some help making a bonfire. I need a small fire to cook some food. Make a bonfire. Fine, just this once. Dang. What a grouch. Alright, chime. Not complaining about the mask skin. We use her a lot. Yeah, I mean, she's definitely a unit that deserves a skin. Mast is a widely used unit. Arcana. Alright, what tier do you think Arcana's in? Let me hear your best guess. Wait, who else do I need to advise? I guess it's Snow White and Scarlet. Yeah, because I'm still filling out their stickers. So I don't know, guys. I might not be able to upload the video until I don't know. That sucks because we're going to be getting to Licorice Recoil. Ugh, I really wish I was able to get this video out today, but I'm gonna have to edit tonight. I don't know. Because like I said, publishing it tomorrow is just not going to go well. For some reason, nobody watches YouTube on Friday. I don't know why that is. So I could try and put it out in a couple hours. Like after stream. Even then, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I would say just wait until Monday. But I feel like there's going to be so much Licorice Recoil news, it might get lost. I've sort of screwed myself over. I really should have done it yesterday. Yesterday would have been ideal, but I don't know. I had to run errands and like was doing other things yesterday. Arcana is tier 3. Yeah, we'll go with that. Tier 3. Do you think any of the treasures would become a staple for a water Snow White team? Who knows? I haven't read anything about the treasures. Thanks, I'd love a cup. When did you decide to share the same hobby as Dorothy? That made her mad. Yeah, I don't know. I've just had bad experience with publishing things on Friday. If I do publish it, like I said, it needs to be tonight. And then, like, maybe it'll get decent views on Friday. YouTube sucks. Do you hear that, YouTube? I said you suck. Because it just doesn't, like, push... I don't know. The algorithm's super annoying. Was there a dev notes that came out that, like, gave a description of all of the treasures? I'm way behind on news, guys. Where did they post things on the treasures? Was this also just in a YouTube trailer? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Sorry, that was like way loud. Hold up. Alright, I'm seeing the trailer. Ugh. I should have been making a video about this, not the tier list. Oh, I see. Tea service for mast. It is a good skin. I'm not going to get it because it's a gotcha. Soul Raid Museum updates, blah, blah, blah. Okay, it doesn't look like they say anything about treasures in here. They didn't post any specifics. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's impossible to know what the treasures will do. All right, let's go to our Fatal Maid event. Because we have what? Senti, Zwei. Who were the other two? I can't think off the top of my head. I feel like Zwei is maybe one that would go on a Snow White team. I mean, that's like total speculation. But it's the one that would like fit the possible pattern the most. Then we got Moran and Privity. I mean, I guess Privity maybe, depending on which way, if they lean more into like the quick reload or more into like the attack buffs. Maybe Privity too. No wonder Treasure Moran takes her out of PvP or into PvE or both. I mean, I think the pattern has been they pretty much stay with what they were good at. So if I had to guess, Moran will stay a PvP unit. And again, it's total speculation, but I would be surprised if Moran was not still a PvP unit. I mean, she wouldn't necessarily have to have a 20-second cooldown to be PvE viable. You know, depending on what skills they gave her, you know, she could just be an off-burst unit. Because that's what most teams are now. We have like an off-burst, burst 2, as opposed to another burst 3. But I would be surprised. They'd have to do a lot to make her kit viable in PvE. Like, you would have to change up her kit quite a bit. Not a bad guess. Not a bad guess. I cannot confirm or deny it, but not bad. How do you feel about the maid event only having one banner this time? Dude, you guys have talked about so many things that I have no idea what you're talking about. Like, what are we saying? What maid event only has one banner? Do you mean with, like, this event right here with Velvet? I mean, I would expect it to only be one banner, right? Like, have the maid events, like Valentine's Day, it's always been one banner, right? Or no? I actually don't even remember. I guess, like, were Soda and Coco released at the same time? I can't keep track of all these things in my head. Let's grab Core Dust. This event is a main event. Yes, it is. It is. But, like, haven't they always been one... Like, the only time we get multiple banners is, like holidays and, like, collabs and stuff like that, right? We did have Coco and Soda at the same time? Okay, okay. And then we had Privity and Aid at the same time. Dang, I've completely forgotten this stuff. I think having one banner is better. It's not something that's like really ever bothered me one way or another. But yeah, I guess I think it's better that they just went with Velvet as opposed to having multiple maids, I suppose. Because I think, yeah, multiple banners should be reserved for things like collabs and like major events, you know? Not random stuff like, oh, there's a Valentine's Day maid event or whatever, you know? Tia Naga. Yeah. Two maids is better than one. We're being deprived. I guess you could look at it that way. It's better for the resources if it's one at a time, though. Wait, did that trailer, did that show what element any of the characters were? I don't think it did, right? Doesn't really, yeah, like it shows their animations and like what type of weapon they have, but it doesn't look like it shows what element they are. Okay. Given Velvet's character, it makes sense it would only be her. Yeah, she definitely wants to be the center of attention for sure. Looks like one of the Licorice unit's weapons will change when they burst. They've definitely been exploring that a lot more. Like, quite a few units have done that now. Oh, wait, I was just here. Okay, let's go to the Ark. And they used what? An SMG and an AR, I think? I think those were the weapon types. SMGs usually aren't good, but it's good to see they're not being neglected. Probably have to wait till this weekend. Yeah. I think you're probably right. SMG and SR. Oh, okay. It's a sniper. The red girl is an SMG and the blue girl is a sniper rifle. All right. See if we can get some custom modules to be disappointed by Snow White again. There's one. There's two. Alright, if we can open one from the box, we'll be able to re-roll one time. Dude, it's really slow without any, like, big event rewards or, like, full burst weekends. You probably won't pull for the units you're down to, like, 30k gems. Well, your boy's at, like, 9k gems. The kits probably won't be broken. Generally, collab units aren't. I don't know. Like, this is definitely something that, like, personally, I would skip. Again, not because I'm, like, hating on the collab or anything like that. It's fine. But it's just, like, it's not, like, exciting to me. So I would skip. But as a content creator, I feel like I need to pull these units. Like, they're never coming back. And, like, there's going to be new players that, you know, are going to be interested in nikke and, like, want to know what they can do with their Licorice recoil units. So I feel like I have to pull. Try and get one copy of each. Oh wait, let me grab this. You're skipping them, plus you only have 6k gems. Dang, you're doing even worse than I am. I mean, there were a ton of comments on my post of people saying skip, 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 skip. Like everybody said they were going to skip. I feel like a huge percentage of existing nikke players are going to skip them. But I think it's the new players that are going to want to see, you know, because obviously they'll have started the game because of Licorice Recoil, you know? You could pretend to be really excited for getting Walnut. The hacker girl. Yeah, Mass new skin is a gacha, yeah. Yeah. Whenever you see collab units, all you think about is, are they good for Snow White? That is actually the case with Ada Wong. I mean, yeah, I guess she has been on the Snow White team. That's true. I personally got better results using Maxwell. Because I think my Maxwell is just a lot more optimized than my Ada. But yeah, you're right. You're down to 4k. Oh no. If anything, it gives you an opportunity to learn about an unfamiliar franchise. Yeah, well, that's a good way to think of it. Learn about something new. Wait, is there a box we can open? Yes. Ooh, we can get 2. But we can still, I think, only re-roll 1 time because it takes 3 at a time. Okay. So we want to re-roll. Yeah, we'll re-roll this. Or should we re-roll this? I guess we'll re-roll this. Alright. Crit damage. Jack says, wait, we never got Sparks to play a Resident Evil game from the last collab, did we? No, you didn't. The collab didn't excite me that much. It did not motivate me. It did not motivate me. Okay. Critical damage, please. Please, critical damage. It actually worked. Wow. Dude, and that's a pretty good roll too. 12.5% critical damage. I think that's like, you know, obviously it's not blue yet, but I think that's on the higher end. Either way, I will take it. We got there. Change effects. Wow. Shocking. Okay, so we got critical damage. That means I need to roll this crit rate for damage and then this crit rate for damage. We're getting close. We're 2 lines away from having the perfect Snow White. And then, of course, optimizing the numbers. But yeah. If they're really good iron units, we should be pulling, honestly. Our union is in shambles in more ways than one because the iron units. I mean, I doubt they're going to be that good of iron units. I'd be surprised if they're like actually game-changing iron units, but maybe. Anybody watching the Shibuyagi anime? I've never heard of it. That would fit Nikke for a collab? Huh. Congrats. Nice. Thank you. If you play Resident Evil, play it on a PS1 emulator. If I played Resident Evil, it would probably be RE4. That's probably the one I would play if I did play. Which technically I played a little bit way back in the day. When it was on the GameCube, I had like a demo disc of like the first mission or whatever. Gambling pays off. Dude, yeah, we got blessed. What do I mean by optimizing the numbers? Some of them are kind of low, right? So like, this is only 8.2% attack. I want to get this higher, right? So I would need to reset attributes to get a higher attack. Resident Evil 4 Remake is very good. All right. Let's open this. Oh, a new survey came out today. Maybe I'll do the survey. It's kind of fun to do those on stream. But first, let's push through Tribe Tower. Elysian, huh? Elysi off. Ha ha ha. That wasn't even a joke. That was just like a pun that wasn't even funny. All right. Let me check something really quick. Hey, welcome those that are just joining the stream. Thanks for hanging out with me. Soon there will be a new made mast animation. To be honest though, I kind of really like normal made mast. Per usual, I'm going to be like, I think I prefer the normal skin. Co-op starts in 20 minutes, you think? Oh, you know what else starts? The frickin' guild auction. It's starting right now, isn't it? I think I'm missing it. I'm going to start Dragon Traveler in the background just to see. Let me see. Guild auction in progress. All right, hold on. I have to do some things. Let's see. There's a Faust and Dragon Traveler auction. Is she any good? Faust isn't particularly great, no. She's not bad, but as far as I know, she's not like ranked really high on tier lists. Oh, there's also Scheherazade pieces. Bloodthirst pieces. All right. Hoping for a year of Missilus, but getting EH would be dope. Dude, getting EH would be dope. EH is one of my most anticipated units at this point. Dr. Eagles says, Faust is not great, but annoying to fight against at high deficit. Yeah, because her summon thing can be, like, pretty frustrating. But I don't know if she's, like, really going to be, like, on your team. Who bought Nemesis? Someone scooped her? Dang. Someone scooped Nemesis from Vic. Vic has always been, like, trying to buy Nemesis. That's unfortunate. Give us hammering with hammer, damn it. What's Hammering's squad mate? I can never remember her name. Faust isn't a problem for Sparks because it just uses Hades. It's true. It's true. Yeah. Just use Hades. Hey, so someone was joking I should make like a sticker with that phrase on it. Serious question for you guys. And I'm not saying I would make that sticker. Maybe I would. I don't know. But serious question for you guys. If I did merch for the channel, like, is that something any of you would be interested in? I've thought about it in the past, but I was like, I don't know. Is that, like, weird? It's not like I'm a huge channel or anything. Like, would anybody care about, like, a hoodie or something? Or a sticker, maybe? I've had some kind of cool ideas, but, like, they kind of just seem cool to me. But then when I think about, like, actually selling them, I'm like, I don't know if that's, like, really something that I would do. Hammering and Drilly. Yes, but there's another one. Who's the other one? Who's the other one? Who's the, like, really annoying one? Hammering, Drilly, and Liverin. Yes. Oh my god, I hate her so much. That's who I was trying to think of. Nobody likes her face. Alright. Who? Okay, so we'll do the matchup here. This is definitely a long shot for trying to win, but we'll try it. Liverin and Fragile? Okay, yeah. They're technically the squad mates, yeah. Sutton says, Whoa! We swept! I thought I was going to lose, and we actually won all 3 rounds. Dude, I was at CP deficit for every single team, too. That's crazy. Sutton says, I definitely snagged some merch. It's pretty easy to set up a shop with Big Cartel or Printful. I know YouTube has an actual, like, built-in merch kind of thing. I haven't looked into it at all. But I know that's, like, a function. I mean, like, you still have to, like, host it somewhere else, I think. But you can, like, link directly on your channel. I don't know. It would take a lot of, like, maybe not necessarily a lot, but I'd have to look into it. I don't know what the research is. Game made it seem like we would get them after giving E-Leg shortly after her introduction. Yeah, we've just kind of, like, dropped that whole, like, character storyline. I wonder if they waited to release them because they knew that people hated Liverin. They were just like, alright, we need to release some more popular characters instead. All these people are way too high. I can't attack any of them. Yo, what is this team? I mean, granted, this is, like, not a high-ranking person, but, like, this is complete nonsense. Like, what are we even doing here? We're using Dorothy, which will burst into Crown and then burst into Modernia. And they have Red Hood and Scarlet, which are both good PvP units, but they're not even bursting with them. What is going on? Yeah, the feet guys were more important in giving us money. Dude, feet guys will totally spend money. It's true. It's true. The feet guys legit probably were more important. That's like not even debatable. People are like, you know, if they see feet, they'll, like, swipe their card. That means Vi and Flora, probably not the most popular. It's true. It's true. Hey, welcome those that just joined the stream. If you're new to the channel, I would appreciate a subscription. Or a simple like on the video, that helps too. If you missed the beginning of the stream, tier list, new updated 2026 tier list, including every nikke, is going up next. Okay, so I think we've done everything we can in here. They actually thought Zwei was cooler, but they made Ein more useful. Yeah, I actually like both Ein and Zwei. Like just characters and design. But yeah, Ein for sure turned out to be the way more useful unit. Zwei just didn't do anything. So we'll see what happens with her treasure. Sudden says, as a Spark subscriber, I can confidently say subscribing is the right choice. There we go. An endorsement, everybody. An unpaid endorsement, might I say. Alright, yeah, we're not doing anything here. Let's do the survey. Let's do the survey. The survey isn't going to get caught by the stream, though. So, I mean, I'm going to read it, but... Okay, so... What country do you live in? Malaysia. No, just kidding. Alright, how do you feel about your overall experience with nikke? Let me move the chat window over so I can still see you guys. Okay, how do I feel about my overall? I'll say a 4 out of 5, satisfied. How satisfied are you with the new characters Velvet? I will say extremely satisfied. Label, satisfied. You know, even though she doesn't like do a whole lot, not every unit needs to do a whole lot, and I think she was what we needed at the time. Something that fans could get, or a safe pass. How satisfied are you with the new costumes, Velvet Sensual Rabbit? Extremely satisfied. Although, you guys know I wish it wasn't a skin. BC Madeline says, are you excited for the upcoming next collab? What's your thoughts about it? I'd never heard about it before it was announced. But I'm in the middle of the anime now. I'm 7 episodes in. It doesn't excite me, I gotta be honest. It does feel like a decent collab that can mesh with nikke. But I don't know, it just doesn't seem exciting. Let's see, what's your overall rating of the event? Sin Editor. Satisfied. How satisfied are you? Satisfied. I don't know how those questions are different, like what they're trying to get at. Like, am I going to give it an overall rating of a 5 and then be like 2, dissatisfied for the event? I don't know, it's kind of odd. Anyway, what are your overall rating of the event? Fatal Maid. Satisfied. How satisfied are you? Satisfied. Sure. Label was used against Gravedigger. Okay. All right. What is your age? 13. I could pass for 13, right? No. What's your gender? Male. Which genre of game do you play the most in the last 6 months? Racing games, open world RPGs, sports games, MMOs, shooters, gacha games, yes. Party games, sandbox games, adventure games. I'm done with it now, but I did play a ton of Cyberpunk. So single player RPG games, yes. Simulator, MOA, action, RPG games. All right, we'll go with that. All right, which of the following games have you played recently? I'm going to say it out loud if I've read it, because I've probably not played any of these. There are a ton of options. And yeah, so far haven't played any of them. Okay, Azure Lane is the first one. Puzzle and Dragons, yes, but not recently. I played it like 10 years ago. Other, please specify. Dragon Traveler. Okay. Okay, which of the following best describes your activity? I'm a veteran player and I play very often. Day one player, play every day. Okay, what official communities are you following? Twitter, Discord, YouTube, Nikke official community, Instagram. Almost all of them. Except I don't do that Facebook and TikTok shit. Okay, multiple answers. Besides the official channel, what other channels do you acquire game info from? YouTube, in-game notices. What content categories would you like to see? Dude, I feel like I ask the same questions in every single survey. Like, how many times have we answered these same kind of things? It's like content related to lore, illustrations, and wallpapers. All right, what kind of story-related content would you like to see? We'll go with research reports on raptures and heretics. Research materials related to pilgrims. That seems interesting. Okay, do you actively check the Nikke fan works? Not really, no, but I check them out when they show up on my feed. How satisfied are you with the crime and punishment? Who do we want to share Dark Truth with voting event held on the official channels? No comment, I didn't pay attention to this content. How satisfied are you with a new made for you coming teaser quest on the official channels? It doesn't give me the option to say no comment again. I didn't pay attention to this at all, okay? I didn't do it. I guess I'll just say neutral. It opened up a comment box. Okay, I can say I didn't pay attention to it. All right, another one. No comment, I didn't pay attention to it. I really just don't do most of those, like, blah, blah, blah community events. Do you know about the Nikke community blah, blah, blah? Yes. Yeah, I'm not 60 or 14, basically. Yeah, no TikTok or Facebook. Yeah. I'm in that age bracket that only is on the dying platform that is Instagram. Marketing surveys of all kinds ask the same questions different ways, allows them to spin results however they want. Yeah, maybe so. All right, how did you learn about the official community? Other. I was asked to be a beta tester. It was kind of a fun experience, honestly. How often do you visit the official community? Occasionally. 3 or 4 times a week, we'll say that, yeah. What is the overall satisfaction? Satisfied. TikTok too cringe? I'll be honest with you. I knew about TikTok pretty early on. Like, this would have been back in, like, I don't know, 2017, 2018 or something. But at that point, it was all about, like, dances, right? Like, just, like, not how TikTok is now, just, like, all types of content, right? And I was like, whatever, I'm not interested in that. And then by the time it kind of, like, branched out into a little bit more general content, maybe around, like, 2019, I tried to make one for my photography, because I used to do a lot of photography, and my account got banned. So I was like, screw this, I'm done with it. And then I tried to make a TikTok for nikke, and apparently nikke is too spicy for TikTok because that account got banned. So I don't know what the deal is, or if I just have bad luck, but like anything that I would try and post with nikke on it would just get blocked. So anyway, those are the reasons why I don't use TikTok, or my history with TikTok in general. TikTok is just Vine with staying power. It literally is just Vine. Like, Vine was back in the day. I never actually was on Vine, but Vine was kind of ahead of its time as far as I know. What are your main reasons for continuing to use the official nikke community? Let's see. Post and create content. Use game support tools a little bit, sometimes for raids. Yeah, okay. How often do you post on the official community? Like every week, because I post my videos on there. What is your main reason for posting? Gain exposure. Share content such as art or helpful guides. Yes. All right. How satisfied are you with the following aspects of nikke official community? I mean, it's all fine. This is basically like 3s all the way down. Like, it works. All these features are fine. Nothing is like amazing. Which was kind of what I told them back when I was doing the beta feedback. Which some things were tweaked and improved since the beta version that I did originally with blah blah link. But I was like, this is all like cool, kinda, and like it works, but like I'm just not sure what the point of it is. Like, these could either be actual in-game tools, like in the nikke app, or it's not really doing anything that like YouTube and Discord isn't already doing. You know what I mean? So I'm like, all right, sure, it exists. Like, none of this is like great. None of it is bad. All right, submit the survey. Well, that was one of the more boring surveys, I'm going to be honest, but hopefully that wasn't too boring for all of you guys. $300 gems for my rewards, though. I'll take it. Okay. World auction opening in 1 minute. Wait, what did I get? Hold up, hold up. Auction record. Whoa, I actually won all the Hades shards by just auction, not by buyout. So I just got a crap ton of Hades shards. That's kind of cool. We'll switch to Dragon Traveler in just a second. Okay, is there anything else that I need to do here? I think we're like done, right? What do I have in the event? Co-op. We're not doing co-op tonight, guys. We're gonna switch over to Dragon Traveler. I started the stream too late because I was making the tier list video. All right. Time to change. Let me change what game I'm playing. Okay, no longer Nikke. I'm now playing Dragon Traveler. Whoa. I just... Bro, what the heck? I just made chat full screen, which is not what I wanted to do at all. 34-inch ultra wide just all became blue text bubbles. Okay, okay. We're kind of back to normal. That was funny. Oh, let's resize this. There we go. Sidewinder didn't bid? I don't know. I guess not. $1,000 gems, says Sparks. Plays Dragon Traveler for at least 120 minutes. Bro. No, I think I just have to put the tier list out tonight. So probably won't play for more than 1 hour, okay? And then I gotta end it. Because if I don't put out the tier list video tonight, then I just completely miss my window on it. Honestly, I'm gonna be so burnt out, but I have to edit it and get it out. Because we're running into Licorice Recoil stuff. So, if I go to my backpack, shards, how many Hades shards do I have? Yo, I'm already up to 36 Hades shards. That's pretty good. Couldn't I have it uploaded right now? No, because it needs to be edited. Does clicking hype on videos do anything? You'll hype it. Appreciate it. Yes, presumably it does something. I don't actually know what it does though, but I'd appreciate it. That's cool. Try it out. I mean, it's free to hype it, right? I mean, I don't know. Hype it if hyping it feels right to you, I guess. Like, okay. Resonance. What do I need to do? Let's increase warrior. So I have some new units. Who have I gotten new? I think the only brand new unit since last time, I guess, would be Hellveil. Finally. I'll definitely be building her so she can be the otherworldly tank. But I need more copies of her, obviously. And then I got another star on Scheherazade, so that's good. But I need a lot of fodder, so I can't get her to 3 stars yet. Title of the video, Licorice Recoil sucks. Anyways, tier list. That way it gets put into the other Licorice hype. You might be onto something. You might be onto something. Okay, I just keep clicking back and forth on the same thing. So, big news. The big news. One, we have the bridal oath. So, that's a thing. Yo, what are we what part are we looking at here? Just Uh, and then we have a new thing going on here for making the spells. So we're going to be doing a ton of spell summons. This is still going on. And then the biggest news is actually our new unit. In Mythical Summons, we have Apollo. Apollo is going to be, in theory, the best single target DPS in the game. So anytime you're fighting like the big red dragon for guild, or you're fighting like the destroyers in guild, or you know, the armor bosses, any single target bosses, she's going to be super, super good for. I do have some tickets, so why don't we just start with some pulls for her right now. Also, I may change this. I think Odin. What am I even saying? Odin, bro. Poseidon. Did I just lose my mind? This is Poseidon right here. Poseidon. What did I just called her like 3 random names. Anyway, I think Poseidon's actually best. But I think there's an event star upgrade plan. Yeah. So if I get a duplicate of her, it'll give me like some pretty cool rewards here. For 50 days. That's really good. So I think if I can get my first Apollo, then I'll actually change that exchange to be a duplicate of Apollo, so then I can collect all these resources, because that's a lot. And there's no way I'm going to go for like all these higher star counts, right? Like that's ridiculous. But we're going to get to 1 star for sure, if I can at least get the first one. Let's see. How long will editing take, do you think? I can be useless at work tomorrow, so you can stay up late. It's hard to say, man. It's hard to say. Maybe an hour. I don't know. Because then it'll be upload time. Actually, the biggest wait is like it won't require that much editing for this particular video. Basically, I just need to cut a few times where I had pauses where I had to change something. And then I need to add in a couple of clips of like data at the beginning. So there's not a whole lot of editing. And then I'll probably upload in like 10 to 15 minutes. But the biggest wait time is actually then waiting for YouTube to approve it, because it like has to check it for like stuff that will make it demonetized or whatever. And that process can take 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour. Like sometimes it's crazy. So it's hard to know when it ever actually goes live, you know? Have you been building your R units to 3 stars, then dismantling? I have, but really inconsistently. So I think what you're getting at is if you go to your codex, you get a lot of power for anything that you level up, including your low rarity units. And ideally, you would get them all to max 3. I think it's 3 purple stars is max for R units. And then you would want to do the same thing for your SR units and like build them up like that. But I've been impatient and just wanted to like dupe up the units that I'm using. But you can see on some of them, I have like randomly gotten like lower rarity units up to high stars, but I haven't been doing it consistently. But yes, that is something that you want to do for sure. In your opinion, you found that running 3 warriors is better than having a designated tank in every faction. That's interesting. I think that's definitely believable for like some colors in particular. Like I feel like if you're running like the Sanctum team, Athena is just like an insane tank, so you'd want to be running her no matter what. But then like other colors might not have as good a tank, so running multiple warriors might be a better option. You could totally be right. Okay, let's go to... Okay, I said I was going to do summons. So Mythical summons. Here we go. I don't have a ton of tickets, but you know we can get some good ones. I currently have 11 Apollo shards. All right, let's do 5 times summon. All right, I got 1 extra Apollo. You're guaranteed 5 every 5 summons, so we got 1 extra. Plus dismantling a 3 purple star rare unit gives 6 class dolls, makes leveling other units easier. It's a good point. That's a good point. Beowulf is buns, so maybe Hellveil is a must. Hellveil seems like a very good tank. Like Hellveil at this point in the game might be the 2nd best tank, like just below Athena. You also stopped auto-setting faction bonus units and forced on your main team. Got a nice boost from that. Huh. Oh, hey, we hit the bonus, so I get two more shards, so we're up to 19. I have gone to the Oath. I generally auto do it. What is it? It's in here. I generally just like quick add, but periodically I'll remove everything and then go in and just add like my main things like red and blue and then like archer and assassin like first, so they make sure they get like the best things, and then I'll like auto add the rest of them afterwards. So that is worth resetting sometimes. As a Dark Dragon main, everyone in that tower has their own lifesteal. So running 3 warriors there. Ares is super tanky also. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, Vic. I think I saw your post about that. Makes sense. Okay. So I'm going to... let's do another 5 times summon for Apollo. Oof, that was a bad one. We didn't get any extra Apollo shards. Unfortunate. All right, we got 3 individual ones. Let's do it. Okay, there's a single Apollo. Dolls, okay. 2 Apollo shards. Nice. Okay, all right. Pretty good. So, the goal is to get to this bonus. So I'm at 27. So we'll see what happens. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get there. I don't know how many days we have. By the way, I don't know if you guys noticed, but Hades is no longer an option on here. Which, not that she's gone permanently, but like, I think these will rotate through. Alright, Wish Summon. Okay, I think I'm going to swap this, because I'm like, she's not a bad unit, but there's definitely better ones. So let's swap. Yggdrasil? Alright, let's swap again. Oh my god, dude. I got terrible ones. Ugh. Alright, well, we're not going to be exchanging, I guess. Alright. That was unlucky. Okay, so now let's use some treasures. So this is our new one. What is the spell here? Arcane Aura. While deployed, all allied units gain 30% overdrive damage boost and 180% hit. That's pretty cool. You got 13 days? 13 days until reset? Okay, okay. Alright. Let's see, 40% chance to get up magic. Sure. Whatever that means. What the heck? Hold up. I don't know if that spell is that great, to be honest. I mean, getting any SSR will be good, but overdrive damage, but I don't know if the hit is super great. Like the 180 hit, but whatever. All right, let's do it. Invoke. Oh, no, okay. Not worth getting excited yet, I guess. Just finding me in the invocation screen. It is probably the best summoning animation of any game. Not gonna lie. Dude, we haven't even hit a single SR, much less an SSR. Which, honestly, not surprised about. These are like such bad odds. Alright, down to our last 10. Alright, nothing there. Okay, so let's go to the normal invocation. And we have 170 of these, so I'm just going to auto create. Dude, these these sound effects are just going to get me kicked off. Hey, we got an SR. We got an SR of something. Oh, we got another SR. Bro. What are what are we listening to? Hey, we hit an SSR of something. We hit an SSR of something. Okay, whoa. No, it's trying to get me to spend money. You've found that holding standard pulls, artifact pulls, isn't worth doing on Dragon Traveler. The more you save, the weaker you get. It does feel like just to use it as quickly as you can kind of thing. Summon screen getting an A+ on physics? Yeah, for real. It's true. There's a CC that said he quit the game because his sister-in-law walked in while he was summoning. Oh my god. Alright. Chill. Okay. Well, we got a lot of shit. Arcane Aura. Leech Aura. Physical Resistance Aura. We definitely got a lot of new stuff. Hey, here's our SR. Physical Defense Aura. If you remove the context of this and had just straight audio, the sounds like something... Dude, yeah. Yeah. It was definitely sus. Alright, let's activate some more of these. This will definitely be a nice power-up. You always forget to upgrade them? Oh no. Okay, so I definitely need to quick star a lot of these. I thought we got an SSR of something. We only got an SR? I swear it looked like something was an SSR. Alright, well, whatever. Let's star these up. Dude, that's so many different spells. Yeah, you stockpiled like 500, didn't you? I think you said you had like 500 pulls. That's crazy, Eagles. Okay, then we can upgrade this. Dude, we're going to upgrade this a lot. So we started at like halfway, less than halfway through 12. It feels kind of good to just hold this down. Hold up. Off topic, but there's a guy on TikTok that listens to nikke ASMR while powerlifting. Bro's huge. Listens to nikke ASMR. So like the ASMR videos like they did with like D Killer Wife and stuff. I'm not sure if that would be like motivating for lifting, but hey, whatever works for him. Glad he's getting gains. This beefed up your account? Yeah. Nice. We went up 3 levels from that. That was pretty huge. All right, let's upgrade Guardian. Try to get everything to 50. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Can we star upgrade anybody? No. Okay. So presumably we have things to collect here. Yeah, okay. 2 tiers of it. Nice. So we can do some more. Honestly, this would be good value, but I think I'm going to pass on that. I did buy the cheaper ones, the ones that were like discounted gems. I don't know if I'll buy all these because this would be a lot of gems. Like 300 for 3 of them. Oh, world auction starts in like 2 minutes. Is there anything that I want here? Oh, no, it already went. I missed the start of world auction. Oh, well, it's okay. I shouldn't have spent any more gems anyway. But they did have all the EX shards. Yeah, I completely missed this. That's fine. I need to save my crystals. Since I won all those Hades shards. Goons and gains. You gain 300,000 power? That's crazy. That is crazy. Alright, let's get some more. Alright, what did we get? We can promote. Cool. Quick star up. Okay, I probably need to evaluate what spells I have equipped. Because I may need to shift that. Nice, we can get to level 16. Your biggest wall right now is Trial by Fire. Floor 5 and Faction Towers. Faction Towers get very hard. I'm definitely stuck on some Faction Towers. Alright, we can claim the next one. Nice. The Titania spam isn't as bad as the spell summoning animation. Yeah, that's kind of true. That's true. Alright, so now we can summon some more. Schmore. More sussy summoning. All right. Anything new? Oh, we can promote these. Promoto. Your Sanctum is your only good tower you can clear. You cleared 90 today? Wow, that's impressive. Alright. Buff, buff, buff. We're not going to be able to hit 17, but get close. Very close. Alright, we'll save these potions. We'll save the horns. So for spells, I definitely want to keep this. Like, nothing else is going to be... Like, this is... Agility aura is just insane. I probably want to keep this too. But we do have a lot of other options here. Like... I don't... I think I want to keep this one. Because I think I'm still missing the one that I would really want if I was going to change it. Alright, and this is my only SSR, so we're keeping that no matter what. And then how about these unique ones? Yeah, we'll keep that. My voice just cracked. I was like, we'll keep that. Let's see. Increase overdrive damage, or when deployed, whenever Luminary's skill is gain a shield equal to 6% attack 3 times. Ooh, we'll use this. We'll use this. Wait, do I have a higher rating on these? No. Okay. We'll keep that. Yeah, we'll definitely keep that. That might actually be best in slot for this dragon. Let's see, otherworldly. I don't have any really high tier ones here, but I think this is also best in slot. Sanctum. I do have a higher rating one. That might be the way to go. I think I want to change to this for the grace status. Let's see. Boost overdrive damage. Where's this? Yeah, we're going to go for this one. Okay. I think I have my spells more or less optimized. Oh, we can star upgrade. I want to save, though. I'm trying to catch my blue dragon up to my red dragon. So we will wait on that. Let's ascend their tier, though. Could do that once. Okay. So let's go on an adventure. Wait, you know what? Before we do anything, I might be stuck, but like just in case, let's get this fighting in the background. Oh, geez. Both Titania and Scheherazade, that is really rough. we're probably going to lose this already. Let's see. And then... Oh, man. And they have double guards, Anubis and Hellvale, and then you have freaking... Yeah, dude, I'm probably just going to lose this. But okay, whatever. Let's start it, and we'll send that in the background and then go on an adventure. Okay. So we can sweep this. Debating on getting Athena or another Ares because you already have Oberoni on your second strongest team. I don't know. I mean, definitely building up a EX unit that you're going to use is better than just like one you're not going to use, right? But I'm personally going for one of each just because like you do fill out the codex and like ultimately we need teams for every color, right? And like to beat like the towers for the different factions and stuff. It just feels like the first step. Use the wishing to get the dupe. Yeah, I mean, that's a good strategy, honestly. So you can work towards getting Athena or Apollo, whatever you're choosing, and then get your second dupe once you reach 200 on the wishing thing, and get your second Ares that way. Alright, we gotta do our slime showdown. With giant Brynhilda. My wrist is struggling. I've been on the computer too much today. Oh. You wonder if Fenrir will ever be available for free? Yeah, I don't know. It's definitely kind of unique. I've never really seen a game that's had like a paid only unit before. I mean, she's only 99 cents, right? So it's like extremely cheap, but still, it is like paid only. Technically pay to win, which is unusual. Dude, Fenrir is annoying as ever, for real. They're like blah 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 blah. Oh hey, we didn't lose. Okay, alright, alright. That looked like such a rough team to go against. Oh hey, I found the... Okay, if you guys haven't done the combo yet, I did it accidentally. Guardian, Archer, Priest, Assassin. Share to chat. Guardian, Archer, Priest, Assassin. Get some resources. You thought the Wolf Fenrir could be evolved? Yeah, unfortunately, only Siegfried works that way. Like, the wolf can be used as fodder for furry Fenrir. I guess Oberoni also evolves. But I don't believe you can evolve into Fenrir. Only use fodder. Okay, so back to adventures. I think maybe you were a day ahead of me on these towers, Dr. Eagles. Because even though I've beaten my 10 every single time on the elemental trial, I'll still only be to 80. And you said you beat 90? So you must have started a day before me on these, like leveled faster, unlocked the content a day ahead. All right, I assume these will probably be easy. That's why I didn't stress over my placement. You're not super opposed to getting Fenrir, but you also feel like you're alright without her? Yeah, I mean, she's a good unit, but I think she's, you know, you get the most value out of her if you buy her right away, right? Whereas, like, later on, if you've built up a strong team, like, yeah, she might improve one of your teams a bit, but not nearly like at the beginning of the game. I think I'm going to turn the sound down, okay? Like, not because I think the sound is really too loud, but let's turn the voices down. So, Fenrir won't be so annoying. I probably should have done that before. Okay. Oh, we can claim more. Dude, I wasn't stuck at all. Okay. To adventure. And let's push through the rest of these. Block the assassin. Swap, swap, swibbity swap. Alright. The fights do get a bit boring with Fenrir. Oh, we finally lost our main story match. Alright. Okay, so let's minimize this. And do something else. So... Rift of Divine Realm, yeah. Mr. Darkness, what's up? Yeah, we'll take Lifesteal. You got an Evo Stone for a measly 1,000 gem bid. Nice. Yeah, the auction is a little bit crazy. A little less crazy than it was in, like, the beginning. Let's bless Ifrit. Increase attack. Yes, thank you. Attack boost. Yes. I basically pick all the offensive stats. Just chilling in darkness. That checks out. That checks out. Yeah, we should predictably, like, blow through these. Nemesis is really fun to use. I love that her overdrive, I always get the terminology wrong, but I think it's overdrive. Her thing only costs 2. But you said you can just teleport and do both single target damage to whoever you want and an AoE. It also removes all aggro on her when she teleports. That's kind of cool. Dude, playing on manual is pretty fun, honestly. And it really does become something that you need to do when you're at like high deficit. Like these stages, they're easy. Like, you know, just quick battle them. Auto. Okay, we got some artifacts. Sure, we'll update this. Buff, buff, buff. Oh, I can advance this. Yeah, let's do it. Advance. More account power. Oh, we can advance it again. Do I want to do that? Why can't I advance these instead? I guess because this is just a lower level already. Alright, sure, advance. Alright, cool. She also silences. Yeah, that's the best thing about Nemesis, in my opinion, I think. Or the thing that stood out to me about her. Her silence is super useful. You have a habit of glazing units you personally use a lot? No worries, no worries. No, I think Nemesis is a really useful unit. Alright, time to crusade. Oh, I need to do this. Yeah, alright. Because you need the small ones at least level higher than the big one and be able to be upgraded. Yeah, exactly. I need to tier up the artifact pieces to be able to then level up the whole one. I got a croissant. Dude, did you guys ever see that video where this lady pronounces croissant like a croissant? Might need to invest in your Nemesis. I mean, maybe it depends on if you're building a blue or a dark team. Then yeah, I think she's worth investing in. Thank you. Dude, the Vivian skin is the best thing in this game. Alright, daily quests. Let's grab this. I think that completes everything. I'm hoping that in the next 6 days I can get enough to buy another one of these tickets. But I'm only at 480 out of 1200, so I don't know. We'll see. Upgrade Guardian. Sweet. Alright, and then we'll start upgrading Mage when we have enough. Oh, we lost. Okay, well, let's see if we need to rearrange anything. Okay, yeah, well, obviously, I have my main DPS right in front of their two assassins. That's not going to go well. Okay, so I think with simply, like, moving things around a little bit and then targeting their healer, we'll probably pass this pretty easily now, even with autoing it. But that positioning was really terrible. Alright, Scheherazade is dead, and we're just going to crush them. Their poor dragon. He's getting jumped by all 7 of us. Alright. So I guess... Yeah, we'll move Fenrir back so she can hit Gabrielle. We'll move to block the panda. And do this. Okay, yeah, this looks like a pretty easy win. Dude, giant Siegfried bullying my little Siegfried. It was actually going to be closer than I thought, but I think we'll still get the win here. Yeah, alright. Everything was in slow motion because people were frozen. Hey, what's up? How's it going? Just doing some Dragon Traveler. Almost to the end of stream. Claiming a new unit. Hey, alright, alright. Pretty good option. Pretty good option. Not bad. Okay, let's start this trial in the background. This one is definitely way worse for me. Like, Athena was a massive upgrade, right? But this one is still a little tough for me. I don't know if I want to use the light elemental here. I mean, the potential could take out Chiron, but I think maybe having Chiron is better than just using the light elemental. I think we just leave this positioning how it is. Hey, we just got a mythic summon for reaching a milestone or something. After the stream, Sparks is dropping an anti-licorice tier list. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Okay, can we... Oh, no, I don't. So apparently I need another copy of her before we can upgrade. So not ready for that yet. It looks like I have a bunch of gear that I can do things on. Okay, I don't want to use these guys as fodder, so I'm waiting on that too. I can equip better gear. Okay. Let's actually give it to a Tanith. Then I wonder, can I give Hellveil something better? She definitely has like the last of everything because I just got her today. When is Nikke's big update? It'll be next week, Wednesday, for the collab. Confused if a certain gear piece is good or ass. I mean, basically it just goes green, blue, purple, and then if you can get like 1 star, 2 star, 3 star. As far as your SSR gear, it's all good. There are some things that are better than others. Like, this is basically the best weapon in the game for most units. But like, a lot of it, you know, it just kind of depends on like what you're looking for that specific unit. But like, most people aren't going to have a bunch of complete sets of SSR gear. So just like put your best gear on your best units and like don't worry about it too much. How high are you in the gear dungeon? Well, we're actually going to do that, I think, now. So I'm on 15 for pretty much all of them. But 15 seems to be out of reach. So I'm currently sweeping 14. But we'll run one match of 15. It's probably not going to go well. But yeah. Depends on what the bonuses do for what is good gear. Yeah, pretty much. Oh, well, we failed our tower fight. Now, I could, in theory, optimize this battle by playing manually, by like choosing when to heal with Scheherazade. But I don't think I'm on that level yet. Or right now I don't have the mental energy to think about that. But otherwise, I think that's really the only thing I would manual. It's just like keeping Scheherazade ready to heal at certain times. Oh, we lost Vivian. That's unfortunate. This attack is rough. Oof, Hades went down. So I'm probably just going to run out of time here, I'm guessing. I'm not going to have the DPS to kill it because we got less than 30 seconds. Hades was my second biggest source of damage. Ah, man, we're so close. That's kind of frustrating. Oh, maybe we'll get there. Oh my god. 9 seconds left. Oh my gosh, we got there with only like 4 seconds. Okay, huge win. That's actually a big win. We didn't get crap, but that's fine. Okay, sweet. That was really, really good. All right. I honestly did not expect to beat that. Okay, so then I will sweep this 2 more times. Hey, we got some SSR boots. Pious boots. It's a set It's a 2 set, unfortunately, but boost healing effect. Okay. So in theory, this could be good for like Scheherazade or Vivian or Titania, something like that. But only if you have the second piece to the set. But cool. Again, SSR gear in general is good. So let's sweep another time. You wonder how the percentage for SSR gear is because you rarely get it. Yeah, I very rarely get it too. Okay. So, who do I want to give the gear to? Like, since I'm not going to get the bonus from it, basically it's just all about the stats. So, wait, what do boots give? Attack and magic defense? Could give it to Poseidon. Or Hades. I think Poseidon, Hades, or Fenrir. You know what? Just to beef up my blue team, I'm going to give it to Hades. Again, if I had the set effect, then obviously I'm not going to put it on Hades. But this is irrelevant because I only have 1 out of 2 right now. Yeah, that set on Chiron? Nice. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, all assassins move up to the front like that. Yeah, they like pass through things. And then I will give this to Gabrielle. Give this to a Tanith. Oh no, it's Quick Forge. Quick Forge. Quick Forge. Okay, maybe I've equipped everybody who needed to be equipped. Equip. Okay, cool. Okay, so now I guess I'll forge. That was probably all I could do. Yeah, okay. Okay, nice. Good power spike there. So, oh my gosh, we lost on the second attempt. Okay, I'll have to come back to this. Alright guys. Honestly, still a lot left to do. But I think I gotta go. I think I have to get that tier list video ready. Honestly, not that much left to do, actually. So I'm gonna try and push this a little more. See if I can do that. So it's just some towers to do. And PvP. Those are really the only things that I have to do. So towers, see if I can push them more, and then do my PvP modes. I haven't tried out this cloud clash yet. It's going to start soon. So it'll be interesting to see what that's like. But yeah. All right. Tier list video. Tier list video. So it's already recorded. I'm going to edit it, try and get it out in the next hour, and pray to the YouTube gods that it gets approved quickly. Obviously, guys, do your thing. Like, get to bed, get rest, wherever you're not. But if you are staying up, I'd appreciate if you watch the video as soon as possible. If not, it'll be around tomorrow. Check it out. Listen to it on your way to work or during lunch or whatever. It's probably going to be like an hour-long video. So we go over literally every single nikke, and there are a lot of changes since my last tier list. So yeah, thanks for hanging out, guys. It's been a great It's been a great stream. It's been a long one. I can't talk. And yeah, I hope you guys have a great morning, afternoon, night, whatever time of day it is, wherever you're at. I'll catch you guys in the next video. on the tier list video or stream next week. Peace.